Her attractive face started to move and distort, like wax melting when heated. Within seconds, her face completely morphed into a man's face, older and distinguished looking. Despite the change of faces, he was wearing the same clothes as the woman I was chatting with and had the same voice. Then the real kick? She added, "Our system sometimes has glitches. Sorry for the inconvenience." System? Glitches. I paused, my mind racing. "You're not real, are you?" I asked. Her laugh, once warm and inviting, now sounded hollow and metallic. Real is such a relative term, don't you think, Mike? Her eyes were no longer curious. They were cold, calculated. The screen went black and my laptop went haywire. The terrifying realization dawned on me. I'd been played.
The following is based on a true story.
Some of my coworkers were talking about the deep, dark parts of the internet. Nothing scary, they said. Well, what can I tell you? My experience with it was nothing short of horrifying. I thought I was exploring the dark web, but it was exploring me. I couldn't fall asleep the other night. It was around 1:30 in the morning. I decided to get up and go read some blogs. Then the thought came, why not check out the dark web? So I installed the Tor browser. Then I typed in some addresses I'd read about in Reddit. I arrived at this forum. The screen was mostly black with hyperlinks in red and blue. They all looked sketchy, but also kind of boring. Nothing interested me until I saw this one link that just said, "Let's talk." Honestly, sounded less shady than most things there. So I clicked it. What could go wrong, right? Spoiler alert, a lot. What popped up was unexpected. Instead of a chat room, it was a simple red button with a label, Connect. It looked like it was begging me to click it, so I did. Within a few seconds, a breathtakingly beautiful woman appeared on screen. I'd say she was about my age, in her late 20s. She had gorgeous, wavy, dirty blonde hair, a nice smile, the deepest blue eyes I'd ever seen. Now I know what you're thinking. This is some kind of scam or adult trap. But her demeanor was friendly. She looked smart, genuine, and sincere. "Hey," she began, her voice soft and genuinely warm. "First time on the dark web?" "Yeah, just exploring, I guess. What about you?" I replied. "Pretty much the same. The dark web's just another world to me. My friends dared me to explore, and I'm not one to back down from a challenge." She let out a warm smile that I swear could melt hearts. We talked about everything, movies, food, our favorite hobbies. The dark web suddenly felt a little less dark. It was so easy to open up to her, like talking to a long-lost friend. During our chat, I noticed some screen glitches. Part of her face twitched a little. I just brushed everything off as bad connection. Then it got weird. It happened so fast and totally unexpected. Her attractive face started to move and distort, like wax melting when heated. Within seconds, her face completely morphed into a man's face, older and distinguished looking. Okay, here's the even weirder part. Despite the change of faces, he was wearing the same clothes as the woman I was chatting with, and had the same voice. Before I could react, her original face was back, smiling at me. But something felt off. Did you just see that?" I asked cautiously. She looked confused. "See what?" she asked, tilting her head slightly, those blue eyes unchanging. I blinked hard, feeling a shiver run down my spine. "Never mind, must have been my connection," I stammered, trying to shake off the uncanny feeling. The conversation continued, but I couldn't shake that unsettling moment from my mind. I found myself glancing at the clock. Time was flying, and then it happened again. Her face morphed, but this time into an innocent child's face. My heart leaped into my throat. It couldn't just be my connection. Something was terribly wrong. "What are you?" I managed to choke out, my voice barely above a whisper. Her smile widened, but it was no longer warm. It was cold, calculating, almost predatory. "What do you think I am, Mike?" she replied, her voice taking on a sinister edge. She called me by my name? I hadn't given her my name, I was absolutely sure. The realization hit me like a bolt of lightning. "Then the real kick?" she added. "Our system sometimes has glitches. Sorry for the inconvenience." "System? Glitches?" I paused, my mind racing. "You're not real, are you?" I asked. Her laugh, once warm and inviting, now sounded hollow and metallic. "Real is such a relative term, don't you think, Mike?" Her eyes were no longer curious. They were cold, calculated. The screen went black, and my laptop went haywire. The terrifying realization dawned on me. I'd been played. Everything, the woman, the chat, they were all AI generated. The tech was so damn advanced that the lines between reality and virtual became blurred. That wasn't even the end of it. I quickly realized that while the AI had kept me engaged, the site was silently digging, accessing all my data. Passwords, personal info, bank details, everything. It managed to bypass all the security protocol. I scrambled to safeguard what was left of my digital identity. The full weight of what had happened hit me. They had cleared out my bank accounts. My life was in shambles. My savings gone. My digital identity had been stolen and spread across the dark web like wildfire. My work found questionable activities linked to my name. And the most terrifying part? They never found the people or the AI responsible. The game had been played, and I had lost. All because of one stupid click.